Hey everybody. Well, I decided to come out before I completely lose daylight and make a little update video on the Volkswagen Fox project. So, you're watching all the videos on this, you know where we left off. We had just received the, excuse me, fighting off a cold. We just received the cylinder head from the machine shop, and it was ready to go back on the engine. Also purchased a head gasket set, hopefully with everything we needed. And all that was left, we thought, was reassembly and try for the first cold start. Well, as you can see, we have the engine reassembled now. Uh, the owner of this car did all the reassembly past 2 days, got the head and everything back on. Now, we did come across a few problems. One problem was that the excuse me, the injector, the fuel injector O-rings, and these are the injector pipes or cables, or not cables, but injector leads that go into the injectors off of this regulator. The injectors have O-rings, and the head gasket set came with a set of O-rings, 2 sets actually, but they were incorrect. They were massively too big. There was no way to use them. Don't know if that was a mismatch in packaging or what, but we ended up having to go back to the parts store and buy a set of uh, proper O-rings to put the injectors in. So we came across that as an issue, plus the gasket that goes between the exhaust manifold and the exhaust pipe wasn't part of the head gasket set at all. So we had to spend a couple of bucks to get that. But the engine is fully assembled. We still have a few things that we need to take care of. We have a broken pipe, and it's too dark in here, I think, probably to get a good shot, but we probably ain't gonna be able to get it. But there's a somewhere around here. There it is. There's a broken pipe right here. Move this one out. This one's broken. We need to fix that. It's part of the vacuum system, so it won't run properly. With that, we also need to wire in the wire in the fan for the radiator, because that was previously cut. And during the disassembly process, the coolant temperature sensor, where the plug plugs onto the spade came off with the plug. So the sensor's no good. And that's like a $46 part, which we're probably just going to go to the same salvage where we got the car and hunt around and hopefully dig up a good sensor, or we might end up going to the Volkswagen only salvage yard again, which will give me the possible opportunity to make another video. So other than that, the only thing that is holding us back from doing a cold start, old start, or first start up after the repair, is we need to get the firing order down pat, get the plug wires back on in the proper order, and get the hose replaced. And right now the biggest holdup is the gas tank. Now when we had this car in the backyard earlier, we put, I don't know, 10 gallons maybe of gas in the tank to get it running, and I'll be damned if it didn't leak every bit of it out. It's got a small pinhole in the tank, and we need to fix that before we go put fuel back in the car. Also, unrelated information, the exhaust system is on, but it's wired up with baling wire because we don't have any hangers, exhaust hangers for this car, and they're pretty darn expensive, as is all Volkswagen stuff. As for the gas tank is concerned, that's what I'm planning to use tonight to patch up the hole. Now the label's gone. Yeah, the label's gone. But what this is Mighty Putty. Saw this advertised by, what was it, Billy Mays, I think, that was advertising Mighty Putty all this time, and finally I broke down and ordered a complete package of Mighty Putty, and so far I've got no complaints. So I don't know if this is suitable for fuel and oil, but we're about to find out. We're going to take a wire brush and scrub up the tank and wipe it down, and then we're going to gob on the Mighty Putty and let that set overnight, and hopefully that'll seal it up and we can put fuel to this car and hopefully here in the next day or two we'll get it running. And of course we'll make an update video on that. So there we have it. That's where we are on the Volkswagen Fox. It's fully assembled, just needs a few little things done to it, and get the fuel line or the fuel tank patched up so we can hold fuel in the system, and it will be ready for a start, which, depending on how long it takes for him to get everything done, speak of the devil, there he is right now, it may be before or after the new year before we get this car started for the first time since the head gasket replacement. So, thanks for watching, and Happy New Year, everybody.